Wrapping up the weekend here on Share Shot Reality. Make sure you spread the word. Tell a friend if they are a pro wrestling fan and they are not watching CSR. Get them onto it. You can subscribe to us, youtube.com/CSR Wrestling. Justin LeBar, Rennell Hunt, Brian Goulish, Josh Eisenberg. Follow us all on Twitter. Guys, let's talk about something that I'm sure will blend over into Twitter as we go into Monday night, and that is Kevin Owens, Cesaro. Two names who have, since WrestleMania, had great momentum. It's only been 2 weeks, but I think that's something to say. Who are you more impressed with? Who is moving in the right direction quicker?
Kevin Owens. I mean, I really do. I like Cesaro. I said a year and a half ago, Cesaro, after he got that push, you interviewed him. He was the guy. He was getting that, and then all of a sudden, flat, just dropped off. And then all of a sudden, he comes back on Raw, and I hear the sirens going, like, that's Cesaro.
Yeah.
And out of nowhere, it kind of just didn't feel right. And Owens being here for the last forever, he feels right, and he's the guy with the momentum right now, not Cesaro.
And I agree with you. I think when you look at where they're at in the card right now, Kevin Owens still has his feud with Sami Zayn, slight interaction with Shane McMahon. Cesaro, still kind of where he's supposed to be at the Intercontinental Championship level. Do I think he's going to stay there? No. I think he has the opportunity to rise in the ranks. I think he'd be a great opponent, and I've told you this, Justin. Cesaro and Randy Orton are two guys I'd love to see Brock Lesnar work a program with. I think those two guys are the most believable guys that could go against Lesnar at physicality standpoint, especially Cesaro. He's so
he's going to swing Lesnar, right?
Oh.
He's going to swing Lesnar.
That'd
be
How
sweet.
great would
That'd be
that
something.
Yeah, right?
He could swing Heyman.
But here's the issue: is you're right. He gets all this momentum, and whoever says that's it. For some reason, that always happens with Cesaro. Does he win the Intercontinental Championship? I think he does. I don't think it's a payback. I think it's maybe a month down the road, and then potentially drops it. He should be at the top. But Kevin Owens has everything. Cesaro has a lot, but I don't know if Cesaro has that final piece to make him a super main event guy.
I would love, and I'm so behind Cesaro. I love what he's doing. I love what he's been doing, even prior to him getting to the big leagues in WWE. I love what he's doing. However, I do think certain things regarding when he was injured, when he got offset, kind of a little bit of ring rust underneath him. Yeah. It's a fine line because they're both A-quality guys. They're both A-quality athletes inside of that ring. I do think that right now, KO, he's there.
But do you see what you're doing right now? You see what you did? You see what I did? You see what he's about to do?
What's that?
Owens can talk better. He speaks better. He is a better promo guy, and that's what puts him over the top. It's not the fact that he's not a better wrestler. Or he's got the look.
Cesaro's probably pound for pound the best wrestler.
That charisma.
And that's why I'm going with Kevin Owens, because Cesaro. I love all the things I'm seeing from Cesaro. Vince famously said it on the Austin podcast, and he named Cesaro. Need to grab that brass ring. Talk about being called out.
Yeah.
And so we're seeing more and more from Cesaro trying to find what it is that Vince wants, from the ripping of the suit to even the headlock thing that he did with KO. Like he's injecting more entertainment flair. We know the guy can wrestle for an hour if he had to, 2 hours probably. But KO knows exactly who he is. He speaks it. He walks it. He lives it 24/7. He's on real on social media. KO, and here's the other thing that what I like about where KO's moving. He dropped that IC title, it is because he's going to move upwards in the card. He's going to have his business with Sami Zayn, but here's what I like even more. I don't know if it's going to happen, but man, did it feel good just having the emotion take place. You watch him going nose to nose with Shane McMahon, doing the Authority, and him being the anti-Authority heel, which he gets escorted out.
About that. They have to be careful.
Yeah, well, you have to be careful how much you do if you're not going to have a payoff on it. You need to be careful what you. But I'll tell you what, it just felt so good to see that interaction, and it's like, man, how do you not feel that the guy is destined for big things?
Owens lost his Intercontinental Championship in a ladder match, and Owens can win a Money in the Bank ladder match. I think that's where this is ultimately going, and he carries that briefcase, hopefully to WrestleMania.
Now, I would like that, and I think that's actually going to happen, but I wouldn't have that happen because usually Money in the Bank guys are used for people who don't really develop great storylines, whether it's Jack Swagger, whether it's Sheamus, guys who aren't as intricate and interesting as Kevin Owens.
That's a good point.
Kevin Owens can develop a championship storyline without necessarily having that briefcase.
Yes.
The only guys who did that and developed good storylines are who? Name them.
Ziggler,
Edge.
Rollins,
Well,
Edge.
But Ziggler didn't even have it. Ziggler was losing matches for weeks before Mania or weeks before he cashed in.
Sandow tried with Mike, and
Sandow a little bit.
then he didn't even get
Biggest
it.
pops on
We've
Raw.
always said guys with briefcases are built
Yeah.
where they lose because they can just win one night and they're
And
back
that's
up.
it. Yeah.
Owens doesn't need that. He's
You're
too
right.
good.
The history is there. However, I think Kevin Owens also, out of everybody you just named, Kevin Owens almost has the greatest potential if you're in a creative room to say, man, who would be a great guy to walk around with a briefcase for a shot at the title? Who would be a better guy to tease it nonstop and constantly be there to try to pick his spot? Could you imagine Kevin Owens walking around with that briefcase?
I have one.
And literally every show, he's threatening.
I have one. One
Now,
person that I would think better.
Could Kevin Owens get over as now the new ultimate opportunist?
That's what I mean.
With that briefcase?
Who's this first? Who's better than that?
I mean, if it's me, Bray Wyatt.
I
No,
see.
we
I
don't know where he's.
How mysterious would that be if Bray Wyatt held the briefcase? You never know he's he could be gone for 2 months.
Sure.
Would you say
No,
the same thing with Undertaker with a briefcase?
That could be true. I mean, Undertaker's also 55 years old, but it's another day. You brought him along.
Game set
I'm
match.
gone for 1 week and I get
Or
schooled.
Sting could just drop from the rafters, grab the briefcase, go back up. He don't need a ladder. Game, set, match. See you at WrestleMania 33.
KO is going to be world champion at the end of 2016, yes or no?
No. 2017 will be his year because you got Rollins coming back.
I can say yeah.
Yes?
I can say yeah on that.
LeVar?
2016. I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna
Unfortunately,
say no as well, but
because maybe if he
yes.
grabs that Money in the Bank, maybe he pulls a Rollins and he waits till Mania.
One of
I
two
can see him
things will
teasing
happen.
it.
He's either winning Money in the Bank or he's winning the Royal Rumble. They have to.
bold statement
Have
from a
to.
bold man.
It is a bold suit.
There's a bold suit. 3 times the size.
Haven't
of
wore this
himself.
in 10 years.
It's Andre the Giant.
This
season.
is on Giants.
I was getting ready to say senior year called. Chair Shot Reality, WrestleZone.com. Wrapping up episode 316. We'll be back next week. Make sure you subscribe, follow, engage. Monday Night Raw live tweeting. It'll be fun.